So we're in early autumn now, 2024. So this time last year, the rains really started, and September, October, I think November, were incredibly wet in southern England and here on the Isle of Wight. And all that heavy rain over that period last autumn caused a subsequent major landslip here at the landslip on the kind of southeast jutty out bit of the Isle of Wight on the coast, kind of between Bonchurch and Shanklin, basically. Big area known as a landslip. Here we are. So all that rain last autumn kind of worked its way down through the geology, and eventually, after several months, began to presumably erode deep down the kind of galt clay, and what appears to have happened is that it created big kind of voids, big caverns underground, under the chalk, and the chalk subsequently just slipped right down into that big kind of vent, hence Ventnor, big galt clay kind of void underneath the chalk. So it wasn't really coastal erosion that did that. Well, it wasn't at all coastal erosion. If you look on the coastline along here, where there was a major landslip, it wasn't being rapidly kind of eaten into any more than it normally is. It's not particularly serious erosion here at the toe of the landslip. So the problem was all the water coming from inland, from basically the aquifer and the oversaturated kind of Isle of Wight, basically, and it all kind of came through, seeped through, rushed through, removed a lot of the galt clay. This is all speculation on my part, and the ground above it, the chalk above it, which is quite soft chalk anyway, just slumped into that void underneath. And consequently, a big area just here went down by a few tens of metres, hence a major land slump, I would call it, more than a landslip. It wasn't really a rotational landslip as such, it was just a kind of vertical drop of the land into that underground void. So I'm just going to have a very quick look at it. We've been kind of very lucky so far this early autumn in that we've really not had any rain for the last month, so it's been incredibly dry. I wouldn't call it a drought by any means, and what we're kind of hoping for is that over the next couple of months, so September, October, November, December, we don't get loads and loads of heavy rain, which will replenish the oversaturated sort of groundwater level and cause another major landslip. So we're hoping this is all relatively stabilised now. But of course we don't know until it happens. It's quite a decent view of it just from here. It's as close as you can get safely without being silly. So there we go. So I think what's most likely to happen here, if it does stabilise, is it will just revegetate. Sycamores will grow up again, and people will begin to reform the coastal path that normally goes through here. And hopefully that's as far as this particular landslip will go. So that was the update. I'll do some more videos over the coming months, see how the weather treats us. Is it going to be a dry autumn? in which case I think this will all be relatively stable, or is it going to be another wet autumn? So far it's been a very, very dry late summer, beginnings of autumn. So fingers crossed from a land stability point of view. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for further videos.